Hello and welcome all. Welcome to BellowD Gaming and welcome to another action Taimanin video. And on this video, we will discuss Kirara's Absolute Zero build. So this is basically red build, guys, because of her new supporter and weapon. And pretty much, guys, I did bought the costume, as you can see here. This actually reminds me of Gantz more than anything else because this costume, yeah, you can basically there's a toggle, and when you click the toggle, boom, it reminds me of Gantz so much, but she's not wearing a thong. It just emphasizes her butt and her curves right here. However, we're not going to use that. We're just going to use the default costume on the gameplay. Now, we are now going to move to the weapon. And yeah, guys, I actually built Kirara, as you can see there. She is actually level, 87 here because, yeah, she needs investment, guys. If you're a Kirara fan and she's your waifu, 100% invest in her. I got this 0 point. This is her weapon, 1 out of 5. Basically, it's just a package weapon. The ice prongs of Frigid Edge split into 3 and activate faster. So pretty much, this is Frigid Edge. It is basically a mid-range attack from Kirara. It is just one straight line, like an arrow. It's basically one straight line arrow. It's mid-range, and then now it splits into 3. It kind of looks like her ultimate from what was it? Taimamin Squad, and I think that's their inspiration for this one. Damage of Frigid Edge increased by 30%. Critical damage is increased by 20%. Speed increased by 5%. So we actually got buffs on the skill and pretty much our speed and critical damage. That is amazing. That's amazing. Comparing it to Kirara's previous best weapon, the Christmas Twinkle, deals 300% damage to enemies within a certain not aura, but area, using one particle when using frigid zone. This basically takes out particles. That's the only downside of this, but yeah, Kirara can actually get particles, and this is actually pretty good for any build. So in my opinion, I think this is kind of the better weapon for Kirara still, because any builds on this one is basically good, not just tied to red build. So there you go, guys. The skill won't activate with insufficient particles, as you can see. Has a 30% chance of recharging particles by 10% when attacked. So when Kirara's attacked, there's a chance to recharge particles by 10%. So she will actually gain another, yeah, yeah, basically particle to actually activate the skill. All right, pretty cool. So I got this plus 15 and this one plus 15 as well. It's only 1 out of 5, guys, but yeah, I'm telling you, this is actually pretty good. As you can see on the attack and crit are almost at the same level. Pretty good, pretty good. And then pretty much we're gonna go to the skills first. So pretty much we actually got Frigid Edge here. This is basically it. Oh, as per usual, I need to actually move here. Whoop. And as you can see here, reduce skill cooldown by 10%, make the target groggy, increase critical rate by 50%. So the weapon actually increases critical rate, and this actually critical rates enemies. And then there's a debuff for groggy and reduces skill cooldown. That is very, very good, guys. But as you can see on the demo there, it is only one straight line and it is mid-range. However, if you have the weapon, it will be 3 lines, so it will be an AoE. That is pretty good against mobs that are coming for you. So that's the first skill. The second skill, always go without this, guys. This is very good. This skill is very good on red build. When doing an extreme dodge, opens an extreme cold zone and reduces speed and defense of enemies nearby while inflicting freeze. Increase duration by 50%. So pretty much, oh my goodness, there's freeze and reduces speed of and defense of enemies. That is huge, guys. That is huge. That's the reason why Kirara actually does more damage, even though her stats are not that good. However, with this debuff, it is amazing. She becomes amazing with this debuff. So she's also really good for team battles because of this. All right, and then last but not least, never go home without this one as well. Pretty much the Taimamin Frost Art. Improve basic attack, exploding icicles at the end of the attack. Increase damage, yes, she needs damage. Increase damage again by 20% and increase particle charge by 50% for an easy ultimate. And then if you actually have the 4th skill slot, guys, if you want to sacrifice, Taimamin Art, always go for, yeah, this one, Blossoming Fog. It stuns enemies. Sets up traps, explode, and freeze enemies. That's another, what you call it, a debuff. And Contact deploys 2 additional traps when slot is affected. This is amazing, guys. It will stun enemy, it will freeze them, and boom, those are debuffs as well. And that's pretty much the skill, guys. So yeah, if you don't have the 4th skill slot, use Blossoming Fog instead of Taimanin Frost Art. But in my opinion, this is actually very needed for the damage. And pretty much, the easy ultimates. Frigid Zone is for, debuffs as well. And yeah, Frigid Edge is also a debuff because it makes the target groggy and increases your critical rate as well. Alright, now we go to the supporters, guys. So, as per usual, we got the Deep Freeze Onisaki Kirara supporter. She is red. So, every 10 seconds, freezes 1 enemy nearby for 5 seconds when attacking. And I need to actually move here for a bit. Sorry about that. And then, yeah, restores 6.3% of lost HP. Increase demon and human type characters critical rate by 18.8%. Since I have it at 2 out of 5. You can actually get this for, on the Desire Shop if you have enough Desire points by then. And then the passive demon type ally, what's this? Increased damage increased by 26%. Throws ice spheres. What's this? Damage equal to 1,820% of attack. Inflicts freeze for 5 seconds. So there you go, guys. Very good supporter. It actually has HP restoration, critical rate increase. So it's a buff for human and demon type characters. And for, if you're using demon type characters on Time of VR or any co-op, yeah, pretty much your damage is increased by 26%. Their damage, to be exact, and pretty much a very strong, active skill. Very, very good debuff, critical rate, and yeah, restoration. Very good passive as well. This will work for demon type characters and human type characters. This supporter. All right, next supporter would be Yamato Zuzune. The reason why I actually picked her because increased damage dealt to enemies with debuff by 40%. That is huge, guys. That is huge. 40% debuff, almost 50% debuff. That is huge. So get Yamato Zuzune, guys, for red build on Kirara. Next would be, Kirara again. Holy Knight Onisaki Kirara. This is the Christmas version. Increased damage dealt to debuff enemies by 30%. So, as you can see here, guys, 40% debuff plus 30% debuff. And restores 6% of lost HP every 7 seconds until HP is below 15%. So, if you maintain a high enough HP, you will be restoring HP. This actually, helps Kirara, these supporters, the Deep Freeze and the Holy Knight Kirara actually helps out Kirara a lot because she doesn't have healing, and these supporters of her actually has healing. So that's the main reason why this is very, very needed for her. All right, so since we've discussed the supporters, the skills, and the weapon, let's go on now with the gameplay. I am actually on the bonus section here, guys, so we can actually have a break from tower. We will do the bonus section on basically level 3. So increase enemies HP defense, increase enemy attack, and enemy uses poison attacks. No! But let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's kick some butt. We're gonna kick some butt. Alright. There we go. There's Kirara. Let's kick some butt, guys, with her. Okay, let's do this. Boom, boom. Uh-oh. There we go. We're doing good so far. Alright, they're dead. And there we go. Oh, there's the Frigid Edge. Oh, man. This guy. Okay, pretty easy. Okay, guys. Remember, Kirara needs a lot of investment. If your waifu is Kirara, definitely get this. Build her, get this weapon. And basically the supporter as well. And that's the main reason why we need damage, and more damage on Kirara. Alright, there we go. Oh. And there we go, dead as well. Just dodging actually helps you, damage the enemies. And we actually have... Is this the terrorist assault? Oh, cyborg soldier. Alright, it's a cyborg soldier. Alright. Alright. There we go, dead. Oh, there we go. Frozen. And we can actually just wail on this guy and he's dead. And I'm recovering HP if you guys didn't notice. It is actually amazing. And there we go. And yeah, the boss here is going to be pretty annoying because it's going to be the mob boss. And that mob boss actually regenerates. So you need to actually debuff that guy. And yeah, that's it. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, that's the reason why never go home without Frigid Edge. This skill is so good. And yeah, incoming enemies, as you can see there, yeah, if Frigid Edge is still there, it will actually freeze those enemies and debuff them. Really, really nice. I destroy these. So you can get some particles or whatever. Ah, I'm stunned. Let's see. Alright, Frigid Edge. Man, that is so good. Frigid Edge is so good here. And there's the mob boss. And this time, yeah. Hulk smash. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. Do this skill. Oop. Frigid Edge. Then ultimate. Dead? They're dead. Alright, awesome. And that's how the wind blows. And the crater will rock. Pretty great, guys. Pretty great. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, guys. So pretty much that's the build on Kirara. Absolute Zero. Yeah, I did bought the basically the package. So I got the weapon and I got the supporter as well. You can get the supporter on the Desire Shop. The weapon, as I know, will be given out for free within the coming weeks. So yeah, just wait for it until you get it on an event in Action Taimanin. So all you need to do is just wait, do the event, and get the weapon. But big but, guys, all I can say, yeah, this weapon is actually good for red build, and the supporter is actually good for demon type characters and basically, you know, human type characters. And that's pretty much it. The supporter, yeah, basically ditches again, you know, or snubs machine type characters. So yeah, don't use it on machine type characters, just use it on demon type and human type characters. Kirara supporter. That's the only downside here, but overall, this is more of a debuff build for Kirara on red. So pretty much that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, take care, stay safe. Like, comment, subscribe for more anime and gaming content. And thank you very much to my members and subscribers. You guys are all awesome. Awesome member shoutouts here, T3 and Valter. Thank you very much. You guys are my awesome members. Till next time, guys. Thank you, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.